Okay, so we've got the sliver broken there. So we're going to switch the machine on and let it run for a couple of seconds so that this all builds up, but mustn't touch it whilst it's moving. Okay, so we're waiting for it to sort of roll up into a nice fat little roll, probably about sort of arm sized. Okay, we'll let it come to a complete stop. Okay, so it's completely stopped. So this is the fiddly bit. So from underneath, it's rolled up sort of that direction. So from underneath, you just use your fingertips and just try and tease it out a little bit. So we're trying to release some of the fluff from the roll. It's quite fiddly. So it's a super gentle motion. I'm literally just pushing my thumb forwards and pulling my fingers back, trying to unroll it. And it doesn't matter if you get any little holes in it either. It should stick back together again. I'm trying to get the web long enough to get it into that hole just there. Right, this is going to be too thick to go in as a sort of lump to fit in that gap, so I take some of that out and start sticking it together. And you're trying to get it down to a little point, so maybe pull some of that fluff off. Pull some of that fluff off, just thinning it out a little bit. Okay, that looks roughly long enough to make it to a nice little thin point, so I've just gathered it in my hand and then twist it together. Okay, and if you can, try and get it to a nice fine point like that, and that's going to go in that hole there. So push it in, squish it in with your fingers so that it stays. The sliver, this bit, the web will be quite heavy from that roll as well, so if it pulls out, you can just take some of this stuff off. Try and reduce the weight a little bit. There we go, okay. This little roller should start moving. Now that's not taking it in, so I'm just going to ease it in a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now it's coming out the other side. So you can just wait until that should all pull through. If it gets really thick, maybe stop the machine and pull off some of the excess, but it should pull through. You'll end up with quite a thick sliver to begin with. Once this is all through, like that, you can switch the machine up.